Do you know that a kid's bedroom can really affect the overall well-being of your child in terms of physical health, mental health, as well as it can help to build a self-esteem and self-confidence of your child? Hi, my name is Rutu Amalia and I am holistic interior stylist, and I am on mission to help more than 100,000 women to beautify their home with simple concepts of interior designing without taking any professional help. So if you are somehow feeling any type of confusion, or you are trying to decor your home but you are feeling lost, you are at right place. Just stay with me till the end of this video, and you will get a gift from my side, that is promised, right? So let's begin our journey. Before getting ahead, let me just share you a simple story of my client. And he's from Vadodara. And what happened that, both husband and wife are uh, searching some pics on Google and from Pinterest and Instagram, and they are just showing me that, see, I want this type of bedroom color for my child, or this type of furniture I just want to have in my kid's bedroom. Let me be honest with you. Every person or child is unique in his own way. So it is not advisable to copy the things, but we need to decor or design by understanding our own individuality or our kids' individuality, right? So you will actually understand the whole process, what I am going to share about, and that's why I have named my course Holistic Interior Lifestyle, right? So let's begin our journey. As you can see the mind map here, the first step you need to do is do brainstorming together. Many times I have seen that parents are just taking all the decisions. They are not even asking child like what his or her favorite color, or what his or her need or requirement or a dream. So don't miss this chance. I always involve my client and family as a team, and I always take reviews or requirements from each of the person regardless of his or her age, right? So if you involve your kids in this process of designing the home, what happen? You can enhance their self-esteem, and you will have a golden opportunity to work as a team, right? The second thing is you need to list down current challenges that you are facing right now in terms of storage space, or in terms of sometimes kids don't have their proper study table, or the dimensions are not correct, they are feeling uncomfortable, or whatever the things. Or sometimes let me tell you that sometimes it is also advisable to change the decor or room color according to the growth and age of your child. So it is the best investment you can do in your child's future. And obviously many people just focus on living room because guests are coming in living room, and uh, we need a proper impact on them in terms of society status. But believe me, kids bedroom is also a very essential part, because they are going to spend most of their time, and if you involve them in this process, they will just utilize their space, because you have already involved them, you have taken their um, inputs and everything, so they will automatically get connected. Like here I'm living in Gujarat. I have seen many families that they are doing proper home decor and kids bedroom, everything, but still kids are sleeping with their parents only. They are not ready to sleep separately in their room. But I have also observed this from last 15 years, that the families who have taken my advice and they have involved their kids in this process, their kids are using their room for study, sleeping, playing from the day one. They are become more independent. So that is the crucial thing, and you just need to follow these steps, and just share your outcomes in the comment box, and I will eagerly waiting for your comments. The third thing is you need to set an intention. Like, you need to focus on the overall outcome of the room. As a child, you can ask that child, like your child, like what is he wants in his dream room. And as a parent, you need to encourage your kids. Why? Because this, by doing this process, we can encourage our kids to be more expressive. They will learn how to express their own desire, their own ideas in a constructive way, and they will be open to receive others' idea as well. They will learn how to analyze the things in a very tender age, in a very early age. So it is a very golden opportunity that you can use, and it will enhance their individuality as a person. And always, like from my mentor, she is the parenting coach, Sneha Hulkoti. She always say that treat your child as an adult, like they are also an individual being. So never treat your child as a child. Just bring them in all the processes, and it's up to you what you need to um, finally do the things or not, but still involve them in a process. Encourage them to be more creative. With they will come up with more creative ideas that you have never thought of. And most, like, some of the idea are not relevant or not practically possible also, but still enjoy the process. You will have a beautiful outcome, the end result, but the most important thing that you will enjoy the process, and you will know many more things about your child during this process. Encourage your kids to channelize their energy. Like, many kids are spending time on TV, and they are playing mobile games and everything. You can you know involve them in this constructive process, and you can help to channelize their energy by this way. And this is the golden opportunity to build habits from the early age. Which type of habits? First, to get organized. Because you are involving them in a process, they will be more feeling like a responsible person to maintain the space, right? So from a very early age, they will be more organized. And the study also says that, the research also says that the person who is organized, like a very simple step, like after getting up from the bed, folding the blanket is a very simple task. But by doing that, all the shift in mind happens in the morning. Even as an adult, you can also try this tip, and by doing that, your focus, your clarity, and your productivity will boost up like anything. So it is very crucial that we teach our children by doing the things, and they will mirror ourselves. What they will see what we are doing, and they will also be responsible to get organized. You can channelize their energy by doing chores, like in this pandemic situation. My child's school teacher just give have she just given the task to all the children that they need to do something at home. Like, they can do manage the grocery, they can help to manage the grocery. On the another day, they can wash the vehicle of bicycle of them, and they can also help their dad to wash the or clean the car and interiors and all that. But after I actually involve my son in this process, and let me tell you that it worked magically. And in this era, it is very important to channelize our kids' energy, so that they can be more productive, not being involved in much more of digital things and gadgets. You can uh, build their habit of our Indian culture. Like, they can sit on floor for study or playing and everything. We will cover this point in detail. just after some more points. And you can build habits for them to so that they can read books, and you can encourage them to have old ways of entertainment, like these type of board games we are going to we were playing, and we were playing carom and chess and everything. And you can also encourage them to take care of living beings, for example living plants. So the next point that I want to share is, you need to design a proper wall so that they can express whatever the things they are going through, or whatever the things they are creating. For example, I always encourage my client to have one proper wall. You can have that PVC sticker of blackboard, or you can have a proper oil paint on one wall, or you can have big size of whiteboard, so that small children can do anything, like they can do the crayoning, or they can uh, draw something from by using sketch pens and everything. So that is the very important thing, that it will give them the encouragement to be more creative and to express their creativity. In my son's bedroom, I have big size of softboard of I think 4 feet by 3 feet, 3 feet size, and he just loved that. He just make some drawings, and he just pin it up with himself, and he will just show it with everyone who is coming at our home. So it will actually enhance their creativity, it will enhance their confidence and boost up their self-esteem. You can design wall of achievements on or the corner of the achievement, like they can display their medals and trophies and everything. It also enhances to build their self-esteem. This is a very important point that I am going to share with you, and I am very much inspired from Sudha Murthy, as she always say that inculcate the habit of reading in your child from a very early age, and it will transform their life. You can, it is the best gift of habit you can give. So how we can do that? Make a corner or shelf dedicated for, you can have the theme or book of the month. Like your child can decide, or you both can decide which book you are going to read for the entire week or maybe entire month, and you need to have that book in open shelf, and it can be, it should be in front of your eyes, so it will automatically motivate him to take out and read more. So there is a very important step, and that is the importance of display and mirror. If you want to inculcate the habit of reading in your child, you need to have that habit inside you. Children will not do what you tell, they will do what you do. So it is a very productive habit we both have, like me and my son. We sit together. I will sit together with my book. We'll sit together with his book, and we both are reading for at least 15 minutes or maybe 30 minutes sometimes. And because I am also reading, I don't have to tell him that read. He will just, look at me and he will mirroring me. So that is the thing. Be a leading example. And if you just say that, you should read the books and everything, they will not do. So that is my personal experience. And have a special time together. Especially, it is my favorite formula before sleeping. To, I just pick one book and we will both read together, a story time or bedtime story, whatever. And it actually enhance, imagination as well as bonding in both of us. So that is our special us time, right? You need to design, let me share about study space also. That is a very important thing. You need to design a study space and especially invest in proper size of furniture. You can do, you can compromise in any other thing, but please, please, please don't compromise on your child's, size furniture. In technical terms, we say that anthropometry and human dimension. But here I will just share in a simple words that, every child, like every age, they are growing, and according to their age, the size of the chair, especially height, the height of the table, it actually matters. Because just imagine that, you are sitting just like this, and if my chair is up to this height and my legs are floating in air, how comfortable I will be. It will be a much more focus in my work. No, just like that, don't compromise in, child's furniture. Have them a proper sitting arrangement so that they can sit comfortably, and it will also enhance in their attention span. And let me tell you, it will create an environment that will encourage them to study, and they will have that pride of, sense of belonging, sense of having their own space. Like, I am sitting this on my home office. Just imagine that I am sitting on my bed and doing this type of stuff. I will not feeling comfortable, or it will not give me that type of impact psychologically also. So it is very important to have their dedicated study space and make them to sit there and study from very early age. You have all the liberty to do whatever, to inculcate all the habits from early age. After a certain age, it is very difficult to inculcate all the habits. So sooner the better. Encourage them to have some indoor games display also. Like in one shelf you can have chess, or you can also, have different kind of board games and everything. Or if your child is good at outdoor sport, and if he like, he can also display certain things. Or if your child is interested in music, have display, of guitar on the wall, or whatever the things. The study has shown that the thing that we want to do, if it is in front of our eyes, in 90% cases we will do it automatically. It's the, subconscious and unconscious thing that will inspire us to do the things. So if, like for an example, by being an adult, if I am focusing on losing my weight, right? If I get up early in the morning, and immediately if I, wear the shoes that are underneath my bed, the running shoes, mostly I will run out of the home, and I will cover up the, all the kilometers which I have decided. So that is the power of things, of keeping the things with, like, the closer to us or in front of our eyes. It will automatically keep us reminding like what is essential. And by doing this also, you can make them more gadget free. So in today's area, it is very essential. Like you can see, like, my sister is staying in UK, and she just shared that, you know she's taking she's taking her children to other place, like her friend's place, and their son actually encouraged my sister's son to, play the video game, or especially mobile game, right? So imagine if your kids friends are coming at home, and you have all these type of indoor games. In most of the cases, if your child is playing with these things, he will also encourage his friends to engage in terms of playing together this type of games. So it is very important thing. It will motivate them, and it will help them to have, that type of habit which we used to have. Use carpet and rugs. It is very, very important and it is favorite of mine all the time. Why? Because if you have carpet or rug that are cozy, right? It will not only enhance the look of the interior, but it will encourage, like, just set an intention from beginning and tell your children and sit with them on floor with carpet and rugs. It will actually feel you, being grounded, as well as it will enhance the proper body posture. It will enhance body flexibility. It In this way you can build good habit in your child. And as I said, it will activate mirror neurons. Like, if you will sit with them, or if you are staying, if you are uh, if you do the same thing, they will also do the same thing. So that is the thing. Use live plants and use them very smartly. How, like, why I'm saying use them very smartly? You can involve your child in the process of plantation from beginning. You can ask them to choose their favorite plant. Again, involve them in the process, right? And from beginning, let them do the plantation, let them do the watering every day, or let them taking care of live plants. It will enhance natural skill of life. And it is, many things are very, like, we can say, free. They don't require any kind of money or big investment, but it is the case of awareness. We can use them with awareness, and we can we can achieve great and tremendous results out of them. So just find three things that you can immediately apply in your life or in your kids life, and please comment so that I can also know that, on which topic you are resonating with me. So it will also help me to bring out more topics of this kind or any another kind. So please share your feedback or whatever, so that I can also find more topics like this. And by using live plants, it will give benefits of being with nature. Live plants will also give oxygen. So there are so many benefits you can get. Use live plants wherever possible. It will give benefit to physical body, mental body, as well as emotional and spiritual health also. So if you are the person, or if your child is a person, from the early age, he is doing the plantation, he is taking care with love, it will automatically enhance their spiritual uh, well-being also. So in today's era, you must have listened that it is also one kind of therapy to be stress free, doing plantation, being with nature. So just use these type of things. It doesn't require much money or investment. And involve case to organize, that I have already shared. Design drawers and shelves according to their age or height. If you have very younger kids, you can design lower kind of drawers at the lower height, so that they can they can independently pick or choose their cloth to wear. And they can also help you in laundry. It is not the thing that we are doing so much, or we want to save our energy. No, we are involving them into the process of laundry or doing daily chores or organize a thing, because it will definitely impact their overall well-being and self-esteem. And it doesn't matter he is a kid, like he is a small kid or big kid, or he's a boy or she is a girl, whatever. So this rule applies everywhere, and just try this and you will get tremendous result, as I have also experienced from my side. And just build that type of culture. Like, I'm from Gujarat. Many women are, complaining about the culture also, that only men are doing this, and they are also conditioned in that way that, no, son, he's my son, he can't do these things, and just, be neutral and let them do, and just observe the changes. They will feel so much of accomplishment of doing the thing. They will literally be very happy to help you. And the last thing, like I can share that, just apply the principle less is more. There is so much thing out there. There are so, there are information overload, we can say, everywhere. And many people do this mistake by making their kids room so much attractive, like a showcase. And they will, bring people, and they will show that, look at my kids bedroom, it is so much, decorative and all that. It is not a showcase, it is their living space. Be that kind of person, and just understand what can add on to, growth of your child. Just make the interior very calm, very peaceful. The less stuff is there, the more your child can, be able to focus, or the more your child can able to think of. So just apply this principle, less is more. And here is a, small tip. If you have early age children, younger children, you can you can buy from Amazon. I have actually bought hexagon shape of tent, and I have done so much research on that. It is of a huge size, so that, I can also sit together with my son in that tent. And we just I just, share you one thing that I have learned from my mentor, Sneha Hulkoti. And she just told that you need to start your day by spending time with your child, or as well as you should spend at least 30 minutes of your time with your child. Just be like a kid, play with them, and it will actually, it will contribute to the beautiful bonding of both of you. So it will really help. So I just do this, and sometimes we open that tent and we sit together, and we have our movie. We are watching movie by sitting inside the tent and having popcorn, and we are playing in tent and everything. Just use these type of things, and your children will be very happy. It will encourage them to be more creative. And again, I will say that by sitting on floor, you are sticking to the old ritual, and now it is proven in Ayurveda also. There are so many benefits by sitting at floor. And in today's generation, we are also sitting on sofa or couch, and our children are also mirroring us, and they don't have that kind of, body stamina. If you have also observed this thing. If you tell any children that to even have dinner or lunch by sitting on floor, they will not, sit more than 20-30 minutes or 15 minutes. So it is very essential that you can contribute to their habits by this way. And the last thing, how to choose color wisely. For that, I will say that I already made one video, and I will share this link in the description also, and on the screen bar on top of the screen you will find this link. Just click on that and go through the video. You will have tremendous ideas of how you can choose color. So that is all from my side. And as you have observed that it is not only about decorating things or just using decorative pieces or items. I just believe that our home, our room is reflection of who we are, and it actually contribute to overall well-being of, human potential. So it is my holistic approach to interior designing. And just let me request you that comment your learnings or feedback, or the things you have actually applied and you got any kind of result. Please comment. And I will comment you back, and I just want to say that I apologize with my low energy because I'm going through some cough and all the things, but I couldn't stop myself to post this video. And if you want any kind of uh, topic to cover up, or if you want any kind of questions to be answered, feel free to comment below. And as I have promised that I will share one beautiful surprise gift with you. You will find a link of that below my description. Just go through that, and you will find a PDF self-assessment tool. Just download it, and you will have a more insight about that. And you will get an opportunity to book a 30 minutes one-to-one free call with me that is worth rupees 3,999. And because I'm starting this niche, I am giving it free for only 50 people. So you can also be in there. So just stay connected, and don't forget to like and subscribe my channel and share with maximum people if you find value in this video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.